Slim Shady the M. Once he black, he'll be back again. Tell him that it's crunch time abdomen. Yes, I caught Mad Chanel and Mad Javin. She did it again. Imagine them about to make these bums mad again. Uh-oh. Back to them. I lead the pack, so my back's to them. Yup, the queen's back. What's happening? Rerun, about to make these rap again. Diamond chains on my ankle. Young money in the cut like a tail tip, rubber bands on my bankroll. Show my like a
big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Type of money you gon' need a sight. The type of money you gon' need a bank. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
All right, Madden God TV users, welcome. I need my revenge on this game.
Much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Columbus Aviators.
It's a big-ass stadium.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Lucky 56.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch him now, Barney! 56, Mike. Detroit! Oh, you got deep? Detroit!
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Detroit! Gone!
From the gun, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Deion Jones able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
For my users, welcome to Madden God broadcast.
He punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And now running right through it. Oh, and now he bolts. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Willie Weathers, baby. Willie
there.
Weathers. Let's
His
fucking go.
third
Let's
touchdown
fucking
now
go.
on the year.
Let's fucking go.
And the
Willie
Rams are
fucking
gonna
Weathers.
take
You
a
could never
first
stop me.
quarter
I'm the
lead.
best motherfucker. Let's go.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all.
All right, defense, let's get back onto it.
When you get a big return, then the penalty
I know we
brings
got
it back, but you
we
still
got a
have great
chat
field
full of
position,
haters
as you
that want to
pointed
see
out,
me
not
fall,
in this case.
but we ain't gonna fall because we gonna win.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Let's go.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After
Let's
the
go.
loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Gun!
On second down, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's
That's 2
taken
sacks.
down. Deion Jones in there to pick
Let's
up
go.
his second
Fuck
sack
your
now
employees.
of the
Fuck Sprint,
afternoon.
nigga. I'ma still rock AT&T till I die. You know what I'm saying? TP for life, Albert. You know what I mean? That's what the fuck it mean.
They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long.
Watch that.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Now
Let's
the
go.
pressure comes and he goes down.
Let's go.
Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Let's go.
DeForest Buckner.
Let's go.
He's the one to get it this time.
Let's go.
Back-to-back
Right now,
sacks are
Hawk
gonna
is
bring
scared
up
right now.
a
He don't even
4th
know what to
down.
do.
There's
He thought he was
Sam
going to see the same
Martin
defense he
now.
seen
As
when
the
we was an
drive goes
incomplete team.
backwards, so he's
But now
on
we
to
getting in
punt it
playoff
away.
form. So it's time for us to do what we
Gets
do
this one
best,
away.
and that's
Boy,
whoop
it's
on Hawk's
another
ass.
boomer. Taken from just outside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
His crowd already
The Rams
mad.
offense now making their way out to take over. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December
Yay,
left.
more football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum.
Where is he
Absolutely.
going?
There's some sharks
Hawk
smelling
has
blood
no
and water
user
behind them.
skills.
This drive starting
He
off
has
on the
no
right
user
foot,
skills.
18 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Go ahead.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And now running right through it. And finally down he goes.
Willie Weathers
As
came
they
out here to
work it
run.
Inside the 10 to the 7. 31 yards
You know,
there and a 1st down.
Willie Weathers came from
I don't
a
care
troubled
what the game
past.
plan was
He
coming
did some time in
After
juvie.
these runs,
You're running it, right?
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson trained him up, coached him up.
on your play sheet. Running
I had
plays
to go
that are
ahead and grab
working,
him after that.
Keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
And he'll get into the end
Let's go.
Touchdown,
Get this
Rams.
weak-ass Columbus team the fuck off his own field. I don't know why the fuck he keep thinking he good. Willie fucking Weathers, nigga. Rookie of the fucking year.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Once I seen Lee expose your ass as the non-run defense you have, I knew I had to get mine.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee.
I told you, Hawk, it takes me one game. You're going to beat me one game out of, what, 20, and then I readjust and I get back to whooping that ass.
This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 on the board. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Lewis. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 3rd down, that's Lewis. And bulldozing his way through. Dion Lewis.
God damn it. Dion took the wrong fucking hole.
Dion Lewis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah,
88, nigga.
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it.
Shit.
But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Under a minute to go, clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Hey, you need gun.
Now a play fake, and it's Luck. And going deep for Hill. And in.
Come on, ref.
There, a nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And they'll run it here. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, and they've got it here with a first down.
To the two users that are on right now, I know Aubrey's one of them. I'm not sure who the other one is. Could be Hawk, but thank you for watching my stream.
Here's Luck. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
And they'll go on the ground. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Luck. And he connects with Ebron. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And on the ground they go with the running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the red zone now, Luck. Flushed out right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Luck now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Lucky 56. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on first down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. We got four down. Gun. Check.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. Open man there is
He
Malone.
ran out of bounds
And
like
he'll be
a
out of
pussy.
bounds just shy of the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Four down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And there he goes inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this.
Watch it now, Barney. Gun.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Dancing,
Gotcha.
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Leopard. Gun. He's checking. Crash. All right, now, Lucky 56.
From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, boys, we got four down. Like 56, Mike. All right, now, Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. I got him.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
Take your 3 and go.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, Things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Regular. Go ahead. Hey, easy.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Let's go. 12. Let it roll.
Now a first down throw. Luck. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Be right.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Zerline's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end the drive. Going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando,
Hawk didn't think he was going to take this motherfucking division without me going for a fight.
Report. Coach.
Let's get it. We got a even better second half.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And they'll go with the ground attack here. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Be right. You got 4. Go ahead. Switch.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 31 yards there and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And they'll run it here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Block on 3rd down. It's complete to Grant. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Rolling.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on third down, Luck. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They get it to him running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Luck. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Banjo, banjo, banjo. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. 57 to Mike.
From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! 4 down, 4 down. Check, 4 down, 4 down. Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Slam, slam, slam. Wide, wide.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30, 10, and touchdown. Corey Grant, 78 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go play action here on first down. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, Luck. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That's taken on the 25. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Back now in Columbus. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Jackson on 1st down. That's caught. It's Malone. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now they'll run it on the toss. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long
took him
one
out of
for
field
them.
goal range. Good
Long
job.
for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Check out 390. 11Z.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
You got him. You got him.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Check out 380.
On 2nd down, here's Luck. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Luck. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. The pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball, as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
What?
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. So Luck down to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Rams, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Columbus, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I still got people watching the stream. Well, get the fuck off the stream. It's over. Whoop our ass. He don't want no more. He's trash. And we gonna move on from that. Fuck Columbus. Never want to see them motherfuckers again.
ball in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now. I got you right now. Nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now. Need crew love right now. Go we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. First I pull up, hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm two up right now. Two up right now. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even me that I don't want none of it. He's bad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got me is amazing, my posse dipping, I raiding. We act the fool for the paper, had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me, bread on my bacon. Big and flat in the bacon, I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Have a roof for it all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and got him. Took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. Look at the cash, bubble. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. Look at the cash, bubble. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can. Super fly for the Dumbos, 20 slides like a shuffle. Indicators on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That you say you didn't never. I'ma stand up. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with a beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you wanna stuff for. Money, that machine. The fair Gama stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. After life in 9/11, folks. Matt Black, liquor clean. Presents in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience in a penny hoe.
I don't do that. My prison, you do what I tell you. Get over here. He's gonna get nasty.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. Look at the cash,
plates, sat them in the sink, smoked one cigarette, and did all the fucking dishes. All they did was have to eat it. This is the hard part.
Thomas.
Call me by my government name. I told your mama we should have aborted.
Fuck you, asshole. Good game though.
Dude was on steroids. You had to up his size or something.
I don't have that ability. I don't have that ability.
I looked at his height and weight. It says he's 6'1", $189. He ain't 6'1", $189 on the moon. Even on the game, he looks like he's pushing 260.
I don't know what it is. I seen him on the Colts. I was like, I gotta have him.
And if I would have actually switched my tackling from aggressive to conservative early, you wouldn't have got the fucking 2 first easy-ass touchdowns. Because that's why he was shedding tackles that easy early, because I had it on aggressive. So once I switched it, the field started shrinking, and I knew you don't have to start making decisions. That, and I don't know why my left and right tackle was like, fuck it. I wish I could drug test them both and be like, you guys remember how to block, right?
I definitely need to do something about my corners though. You had me on that little corner route.
Yeah, he won by 3. I beat him earlier in the year by 2.
Are we playing baseball? I'll destroy you in your game.
No, number one, Lou, I'll tell you right now, MLB The Show, for somebody that plays it religiously, bro, you don't want to talk too much shit. Because I know that game. I used to play it a lot. You need to know the pitcher you're bringing in, how much his curveball breaks, where to put the ball outside of the zone to make it break into the zone. I know that. I played my brother, and he would piss me off because if he brought Tim Wakefield in one more motherfucking time and threw a knuckleball, I was going to take his fucking fake leg off and piss in it.